Hello, this is my presentation about my fictional sustainable business for my STM 501 sustainability module. So we'll start out with the table of content. I'll start off with introduction and the sustainability challenges faced in the retail industry, the overview of the three companies I researched during my assessment one, and Trevor, which is my fictional business, and the opportunities in the industry, and we'll end off with two theories for my fictional business, with including materiality matrix and a Gantt chart. So looking back into my previous report for my assessment one, the information of the three companies in the retail industry sector was Tesco, ASDA, and Sainsbury. So this presentation, I will develop a fictional business attacking on the sustainability problems in the industry, and such as like environmental and social and financial problems. Looking into the sustainable problems, I will find suitable, opportunities for the fictional business, and I will develop an action plan to improve the sustainability challenges faced by the fictional companies using the two theories. So currently, the sustainability challenges faced in the industry are climate change, waste, and supply chain. So starting off this climate change, that there are like environmental impacts all around the product's life, natural resource extractions, water and energy used in production, and pollution, transportation, use of the product, and final disposal. So some issues are unexpected, like many pollutions, and energy has a huge environmental impact as well, especially emissions of greenhouse gases and air pollutants from fossil fuels. And secondly, we have waste. Waste is also another problem on many levels, because uh, waste from like money and products that can be sold, and for disposal cost and why wasted resources when the material is thrown away, and waste benefits when items are not recycled. So waste has a significant environmental impact. Uh, and thirdly, we have the supply chain. So products are the essence of retail, so it's no surprise that natural resources top the retail sustainability list. So the two main aspects that affect retail are the environmental impact of using the raw materials, and risk of the supply chain disruption. And all the natural resources used has negative environmental impact, and increasingly a public that cares about minimizing it. So the impact of climate change on agriculture is potentially a potential threat. For example, decreasing cocoa and coffee production are predicted. Other concerns include unsustainable harvesting, such as many fish stocks that are at over sustainable harvest limits, and increased water scarcity. Understanding and responding to these issues is critical to meeting the challenge of operating more sustainable, reducing business risk, and meeting consumer demands. So looking into the three companies, in conclusion, Tesco's future target was fighting the environmental sustainability is to continue its commitments in all markets, increase supplies reporting in reduction of food waste, and aim to have like 85% of all sold food safe for human consumptions in the UK redistributed to humans or animals by 2025. Tesco is running ahead in the food waste game as well. And Sainsbury and SADA are still yet to be enhanced. So for instance, in 2020 to 2021, Tesco had 49,000 tonnages of food surplus, and Sainsbury had 36,000. And lastly, we have ASDA, which had 31,000 tonnages of food surplus. So the challenges facing these business and the late changes and often associated with expense and long-term investment. Taking ASDA as an example, their business model is to lower the price to attract customers, so they don't have enough capital to deploy into sustainable development due to its massive cost and long-term investment. So these factors will always give uh, corporations consideration into becoming more sustainable. So for my Trevor business, this fictional company is called Trevor, meaning a great settlement. Trevor is a startup business in the retail industry operating in London, currently with 5 stores around London, providing customers with green and fresh products. Trevor visions are to build a reputation for our customers to be known as the most environmental friendly market in UK, welcoming any household with the interest of keeping the world environmental sustainable, slowly increasing our brand image. We expect to open more shops in Great Britain. In the next 5 years, our sustainability goal is to ensure the lowest rate for waste created and create a good impact for the environment. So Trevor currently has challenges is to find the right suppliers for creating least amount of waste due to the loose restrictions in supply chains and in the industry, and the waste created in store with leftover food, plastic packaging, and packaging in general. So looking into the opportunities that Trevor could do is the new sustainable bags and produce less fresh food, create own supply or enhancing supply management and finding new suppliers. Those are the opportunities. So looking at our Trevor materiality metrics, we can see, excuse me, okay. We can see that first of all, materiality matrix is a method to identify and prioritize the issues that are most important to the organization and its stakeholders. So assessing the opportunities ahead allows for the development of new product or service, therefore staying ahead of the competition. And it's also an opportunity to analyze business risk and opportunities and to eventually readjust and improve our business strategy. So looking at our materiality metrics, we can look at the highest stakeholder concern and the highest potential impact will be the waste managing, looking at the B circle. And for our company, Trevor has have other concerns such as sources and the impact of climate change. And that is something we want to prioritize for our issues and sooner improve our business model and our business strategy. And the rest, such as tax and human rights, is not something we prioritize at this moment. And in between, we'll have the customer service and the supplier management, which is quite a concern for our stakeholder and also our impact in the business. However, we deeply have a concern into B, C, and H. Nextly, we have our Gantt chart. So a Gantt chart is a series of horizontal lines shows the amount of work done and production completed in certain period of time in relation to the amount planned for those periods. So for Trevor, our project will be developing new opportunities for the business, such as finding new suppliers to become more sustainable and design new recyclable bags for customers in store. So during the first milestone for Trevor, in the first quarter of 2022, we will develop the strategic team for these projects. So for the first quarter to the fourth quarter of 2022, we will go deep into the market research. And for the first to second quarter of 2022, we'll look at the financial options in order to run this project for the business. Then later in the early of 2022, end of 2022, and the first of quarter of 2023, we'll find sustainable sources for our product supplied. And for the first quarter of to the second quarter of 2023, we will design the supply chain from cities to cities. Then lastly, in the first milestone from the remaining quarter of 2023 and the ending quarter till 2024, we'll launch the supply chain and enhance our newly designed suppliers and supply route. Our second milestone for the entire year of 2022 will design a new recyclable bag that is fully sustainable for any customers in store. While doing that, we also need to consider all the financial problem behind this. Therefore, we'll take this project and consider it very long till we're confident that it could survive. Then in the remaining quarters of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024, we'll launch these new recyclable bags if it actually suits our financial budget. Then in the third milestone, starting from 2024, we'll stop all the non-sustainable supply channels and suppliers to decrease our waste rate among all the other competitors in UK. And after that, we will stop all the non-sustainable packaging starting from the second quarter of 2024. So in the final remark, we'll ensure security of supply is considered to be a goal, which is can be compatible with social compliance and something that retail should be working on together to achieve. And greater consumer awareness suggests an increase of willingness to contribute to the cost of supply chain transparency. So increasing pressure on the supply of the product means that consumers will become more engaged with these issues in their product choice. And this is my reference. Thank you for listening.